Welcome back, dear viewers, and you're still watching The Breakfast Show. And in this segment of our program, we will talk about the three-way cooperation meetings between Egypt, United Arab Emirates, and Jordan for industrial integrations. The meetings are expected to start on Saturday in the Emirati capital of Abu Dhabi. And to know more about the importance of these meetings, we are joined over the phone by Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Good morning, Mr. Ambassador.
Good morning. How are you?
So, sir, first let's know the main aims of these meetings and what is meant by industrial integration, to what extent it can benefit the three countries.
It is another dimension of the relations.
Yes.
We have a general relations between the 22 countries under the umbrella of the League of Arab States.
Yes.
Then we have another umbrella, which is the Arab large free trade area. It means that our commodities are circulating without any custom duties or any trade barriers. Now, those countries who are ready to go further, to deepen and widen their relations, they go further.
Yes.
So we have many agreements under the umbrella of the Arab League with fewer countries. We have the Agadir group, which is combined of the Arab countries on the Mediterranean, from Lebanon, Egypt, Jordan, and Morocco, and Tunisia. We have another dimension, which is the relation between Egypt, Jordan, and Iraq. Many things like that. Here now we are facing a new challenge that we are going to talk about in industrial relations. This means investment, and it's very good that we can engage the Emirate, because Emirate is a good supplier of money. Egypt is a very good supplier of experience. And Jordan, of course, it is a good face towards the whole world. So I expect that they start to propose and to adopt new projects, especially in the industrial field, so we can produce whatever we need in the Arab world. Because in the Arab world, we make all the possibility to enlarge our trade, the intra-trade between the Arab countries. Something stop this ceiling is that we do not produce all what we need.
Yes.
70% of the Arab imports we do not produce. So this is a challenge. We are coming to produce some commodities which we need, such as ways of transport, such as food, because we need food, of course, and the agenda is full of chances and opportunities. This is what we expect from an important meeting like that.
Yes. And do you think that the timing of this integration amid the global economic crisis is very important? What's your take on this?
Yes, of course. This is one more reason in order to accelerate the process and to start immediately. Because one good element that Egypt, although we have faced economic repercussions of the coronavirus, now we have this international crisis. Although we are facing all these crises, Egypt is still one of very rare countries continue growing positively.
Yes.
China, Japan, Germany, United States, all of them are diminishing this year. Egypt, for change, because we started our economic reform early in 2016, we are now in a good position to continue growing. This is good news, but we have to be much more energetic to double our efforts, because we have the problem of newcomers who gave birth in the last years since 2011 for 25 million new children in Egypt. This encourage us to work more, to double our effort, although we are doing well, but we have to do much better.
So, sir, how would such meetings help in boosting the flow of Arab investors to investments to Egypt?
Of course, it gives a good example to those who are keen to come or who are still studying if they come to our market or not. Because if the concerned countries are leading such an effort, it gives a good example and good sign to those who are still did not make their decision whether to come to invest in our countries or not. And of course, when these meetings are in place, they will study the chances to ameliorate the situation. They will study also the problems which stop investment from being much better. We have a problem in the banking system, for instance, that we need first-class banks in our area. We have a problem on transport. We have a problem of the right of movement for everybody. You cannot enter any Arab country without complications of visas and. We have to face all of this, make it better, and when we make it better, this of course will reflect on the position of our coming investors.
So, sir, how important is to boost the industry in the Arab countries, notably the strategic ones?
This is very important because, as I said, 70% of what we are importing we do not produce, especially in the transport industry, especially in the maritime industry. Many industries are there, and we have to tackle this problem in order to make ourselves in a much better position in order to produce what we need.
So, sir, also, what do you expect the 3-day meetings to tackle? Are we going to take a new decision to facilitate industrial integration between the three countries? What measures, in your opinion, should be adopted?
I think in a meeting like that, all the files are open to see what we have to do in order to make our life much better, to see how we can resolve some problems. Maybe they will adopt some new laws and treaties in order to make those who are trading between the Arab countries much better, to make the life of the investor much better, to shorten the bureaucracy and the bureaucratic problems, because really in the third world and in the Arab world, the investor lose a lot of time in order to start producing. So as long as we are solving such problems, we shall gain more and more investment, and this is the task of an important meeting like that.
Yes, I'd like to thank you, Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Thank you, sir, for being with us, and have a good day. And by that, dear viewers, we come to the end of today's edition of The Breakfast Show. Thank you for watching.